Hello and welcome to Flippin' Through, the internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And today we're flipping through Mad Magazine number 533, released June 2015. Cover price $5.99, which is indeed cheap. But before we do that, please let me remind you to hit like, hit subscribe, and leave a comment down below. That's the #1 way that you can support this channel. That's it. That's the #1 way. If you want to support me in another way, patreon.com/flippinthrough. Link is down in the description. You get a 6 set of stickers. You can get buttons. You can get a stencil. Additionally, you can get all of those things if you become a member of this channel through YouTube. I've become eligible to do that. So if you don't want to make a Patreon thing, you can also support me on YouTube. I think that's down there somewhere. I don't know, though. Anyway, these are the people whom I get to thank for their support today. Ben Forsgren, Joey Gesso, Reflection of Perfection, Misimo, Tom Richmond, David Strickler, Megan McInerney, Bobby Weigel, Cam Hayden, Rob Wilson, Rod Meadsbury, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Little Cozy Nostril. Thank you guys so much for the support. I hope I can keep on earning it. Anyway, here we are, the reason for the season. Yeah, look at, now I'm short. I forgot to fix that. Okay, that's better. I fixed the cropping. Anyway, this is Mad Magazine number 533, a special issue of Mad Magazine because it has guest editor Weird Al Yankovic. He takes over, and here we have a beautiful Mark Fredrickson cover with Weird Al having pulled his tooth out to look just like Alfred E. Neuman. Listen, I'm going to be honest about this issue. I'm not that big of a fan of Weird Al. I used to be when I was a kid, but the sort of shtick wore off. I stopped being amused by this, and yeah. So there's that. I don't find him that amusing. Second off, a little bit of sour grapes. There's stuff in here where it's like, why him? Why did he get picked? Not so much like why me. It's not truly sour grapes. I don't think I'm qualified to do this. But why him? What? Anyway, I know that might actually be controversial in this audience, but I don't think it is. Like, look at this. Drawn by Herman Mejia. Like, one of my favorite Mad artists. Why does he get that? Huh? We turn the page and look at that, a special offer for the dentally disturbed. What do you got? You got this, like basically the Spirit of Mad, essentially, printed just like they did with all the Norman Mingo stuff. I think that's pretty cool for Mark Fredrickson. He's done so many covers. I think he deserves a little bit of shine like this. Let's keep moving along. This letters page. Okay, I don't often just go and complain about an issue. This issue might be one that you might not want to watch this. I'll be honest. I'm just going to bitch about a lot of stuff. Not everything. There's a lot of really awesome stuff in here. But this is just kissing Weird Al's ass. And I get it. He's the editor, so they let readers know so that they could write in letters that would be relevant. But why? Just give him the regular thing. Have him have the regular job of being an editor. I will say this, though. This is kind of cool to come across. Ed Meisinger, he's been a viewer of this show for a very long time. Ed Meisinger got the envelope of the month. Ed Meisinger from Mendota Heights, where? You guessed it, Minnesota. It's a cool illustration that he did with a lot of neat little chicken fat. You have Arthur, you got Weird Fantasy. You have all of these like the Mad Puyat and Sergio and Spy vs. Spy and Al Jaffee and Tom Bunk's signature. He's holding the Fundolini pages. Can't see what he's writing right there. But there's some cool things hidden in this illustration. So yeah, I like that. I really like that. That made me quite happy to see that. Uh-oh. An ad alert. That's right. Munchkin. I don't care about Munchkin. Somebody else pointed out on the last video that I ought to do an ad alert for the reader alert. And you're right. All of this is serving as an advertisement. I usually let that slide because it's not like a full page thing. So I do normally let that slide. And if you disagree with me on that, understandable. I get it, but you know, a man's got to have a code. This is great. This is great. Fundalini pages. This is great Fundalini pages. Some of the best I've read. Honestly, I really do like this. And there's some good things. Look at this. You guys know this. This is like one of my favorite things, the Godfrey report. In 5 minutes ago and out. In is hooey. 5 minutes ago. Hokum, out, hogwash. In, Hobbit. 5 minutes ago, Oompa Loompa, out, Munchkin. Sorry, Munchkin, you paid for that ad and they just cut the legs out right from under you. In, Sugar Pill. 5 minutes ago, Snake Oil, out, Quack Nostrum. In, Styling Studio. 5 minutes ago, Hair Salon, out, Barbershop. I go to a barber. I mean, you can't tell that I go to a barbershop because I look so shabby. In is Mishmash. 5 minutes ago is Hodgepodge. Out, Rag Bag. I don't know why I like that so much, but it's just fun. Here's some most common ways to die in 2015. Accidentally impaled on your own selfie stick. Those things are cool. Apple Watch-induced wrist cancer. Having a 3D printer dropped on your head due to malfunctioning Amazon delivery drone. Head-on collision after Google self-driving car mistakes off-ramp for on-ramp. Medical complications caused by live tweeting surgeons. And finally, accidentally impaled on someone else's selfie stick. A fun little bookend right there. Two more that I want to look at. Save the dater. Your falutin levels are dangerously high. Nobody's ever called me highfalutin. Get out there, fake. It felt just like real hips. I like that. Now this is another one I'm going to bitch about, guys. I'm sorry. The Weird Al Alini pages. Well, I was going to write the Weird Al Alini pages myself for this issue, but then I figured, why bother when I've got so many famous and talented friends I can sucker into doing this thankless job? I'll say this. You can tell who understood the assignment and who didn't understand the assignment. All right? These are like, a lot of these are like the sort of LA nerd comedians, right? Patton Oswalt, Chris Hardwick, Kristen Schaal. I don't know Rich Blomquist. Thomas Lennon, John Hodgman. Not stand-up, but like comedian, comic people, funny people. Some of these guys I really like a lot. Others I'm like, I don't care. But like I said, you can tell who understood the assignment. Patton Oswalt does the Waffle House hidden hash brown menu, frazzled, dunked, incepted, abused, and redacted. This is pretty cool. Oh, Anton Emden did the caricatures of all these guys. He did a perfect job. Seth Green's 100% true thing seen while driving in awful LA. A man reading a hardbound Harry Potter novel on a steering wheel. A couple FaceTiming with a relative on an iPad. A woman painting her nails with a gel dryer on her dashboard like a salon with supplies laid everywhere. The dog going nuts, attacking the car's driver all over his face and chest. It looks like it's a mad thing. Sorry, doesn't work. This one, Settlers of Catan, Mad Expansion cards. These are great. I love this because it's drawn by James Warhola. And I like his artwork. Emo Phillips, Believe It or Don't. This is like a classic Mad thing, right? Believe It or Nuts, right? Chrissy, baby. What? Chris Hardwick, social media through history? There's 3 of them. Okay, maybe you knew you were only getting like a sixth of a page. There's 3 of them. Richard Nixon on Snapchat, I'm sending you a dick pic. Come on. That's an old joke. In 2015, that joke was old. Abraham Lincoln on Facebook. Abraham Lincoln went from being in a relationship to dead. Julius Caesar's, can't wait to see my BFF Mark Antony today at Senate Rome, #blessed. So we go from ancient Rome to 1800s to 1970s. Like, what? Stick with a theme or something. I don't know. This stunk, man. I'm sorry. That just stunk. Here's another one that stunk. John Hodgman's essay about the dress. This is just a John. This isn't Mad. This is John Hodgman writing John Hodgman material. It stunk. Sorry. Thomas Lennon. This is very good. This is very funny. Because he's a very funny person. And he knows, I feel like, didn't read Mad, read Mad, or maybe read Mad, thinks he's better than Mad. Read Mad. Let's be honest. How many women are reading Mad? She did a good job, though. Both of them did. Chris, I didn't read Mad. I don't know. Too busy bowling or something. Some jock bowling. Understood the assignment, did it poorly. Understood the assignment, did it well. That's my analysis of that. Sorry for being so harsh. Like I said, a little bit of sour grapes, little bit of, just not liking Weird Al all that much. So we'll see how this does. Let me know what your thoughts are about this in the comments. I don't know. I feel like a lot of you are going to disagree with me, and that's fine. At least as long as I would rather have the comment section be roasting me for this episode rather than have a comment section that looks like this. That's all I'm saying, okay? This is fun, but it seems to me it's like having 2, 4, 6 pages. This was a lot. It felt like filler almost. Like when you actually look at how much of this, like the jokes versus the space it takes, I don't know. I feel like this could have been just this on 1 page and then everything else on 2 pages, because a lot, like, I don't know, seems odd. It's also like a lot of explanation. Parody of Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds by the Beatles. Okay, there are literally a million ways I could go with this, but I'm thinking Belushi eating fries with Diamond. It's like, what if John Belushi had a chance meeting with Neil Diamond in a dinner somewhere and they shared a plate of French fries? Who knows? It could have happened. Lots of comic possibilities here. Let's just go with this one. Sometimes the first ideas are the best. I don't know. Wouldn't that be funny? Like, I think it'd be cool. I don't know. More like this, I guess. Just puns. Give me 100,000 puns. Meatloaf parody, I would do anything for lunch, but I won't do that. Boom, this is a no-brainer. Bonus points because it looks like Meatloaf would do anything for lunch. Hey, wait, I just realized something. I can substitute the word lunch for love in every song ever written, and by definition, it will be funny. All you need is lunch. You can't hurry lunch. Lunch will keep us together, giving you the best of my lunch. Crazy little thing called lunch. I want to know what lunch is. Saving all my lunch for you. Whole lot of lunch. The greatest lunch of all. You give lunch a bad name. What's lunch got to do with it? All of those are funny. That's funny. Just do that 100 times. I don't know. I might not publish this one. But no, I got it, because look at this. And there's other stuff that's really, really good in here too. Things you never want to learn from Ancestry.com. That your family's distinguished contribution to the culinary arts included a gig with the Donner Party. You've done it again, Arturo. That Legolari was off the hook. That the growth of your family tree over 2 centuries was primarily the result of conjugal visits. I love John Caldwell. That you'll need to upgrade your membership in order to explore the serial killers branch of your family tree. 15, 16, 17, 18. I don't know why he's. That the cougar you've been dating for her stilettos. Wait, okay. For the cougar you've been dating has her stilettos dipped in the same biological puddle as you. It's not you. It's me, Aunt Sylvia. That obesity didn't just run in your family, it headlined sideshows. That's great. That your great 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 grandfather was the original Tom in Peeping Tom. This isn't all the awesome Caldwell in this issue, all right? So hold on to your butts. Some beautiful Spy versus Spy. That's not, it's not Weird Al centric. Yeah, maybe I do have a chip on my shoulder, guys. Well, okay, I'm not going to say anything bad. I'm not saying anything bad. Al Jaffee doing a snappy answers to stupid questions. I always love it when fans come up to me to say hello and ask a question. The only problem is sometimes the questions they ask aren't the most logical. Don't know what I mean? You will, thanks to Al Jaffee and his brand new exclusive. Are you shooting a music video? No, I'm shooting the next Star Wars sequel. We're taking it in a very different direction. I don't know, he reminds me of Jar Jar. He might be my Jar Jar. No, I'm about to Skype with my Aunt Betty. She appreciates the production value. No, I'm shooting an instructional video called How to Talk to Complete Morons. Have a seat. Is this where Weird Al is performing? No, but we thought that if we put up enough posters, maybe he'd come. Anyway, they're fun. They're as fun as you would expect snappy answers to be. Oh, shoot. Look I forgot about this. This to help with the glare. That's better. Here, right here in the center of the magazine, Tom Bunk visits a Weird Al concert. This rules. There's a lot of cool things like selfies. So here's Alfred appearing in the Tom Bunk thing. Here's a guy taking a picture of a woman's butt crack. Yeah, I don't know. It's great. Bunch of mad guys up there in the corner. It's Tom Bunk, baby. What else do you need? Hit pause and examine that. Oh, I get it. I get that they're selling ad space, but why in the hell, as the editor of this magazine, would you choose to buy your own ad space and then put the Mad Zeppelin in the corner? Not cool, bro. Not cool. Now, this is very, very cool. John Caldwell is the writer. Phil McAndrew is the artist. The baleful yarn of the morning McGees. There, it's done. I know you object to this, Wanda, but it's what your father wanted, for his remains to be thrown over from Philander's Cliff and on to old Hudlow Beach, a place he so dearly loved. It's not that I object, Mother, it's just that I thought maybe we should have cremated him first. This reminds me of a few things. It's almost like, it sort of reminds me of Paul Peter Porges in a way. I wonder if Phil McAndrew is related. That would be pretty cool. Planet Tad, which I'm boycotting Planet Tad because it always makes me look like an idiot. Here we have Sergio Aragones presents a mad look at California. Lots and lots of very cool things here. Look at map of the stars home. Oh, let's go over here. Oh, look at there's some babe who lives in here. Look at some guy with a gut. Oh, that was from 1934. You have hey, where are you going? California, but it's on fire. Not at the beach, baby. And so he goes. That's kind of fun. That's prescient, right? We're gonna keep moving on from this. hit pause on these, man. Read them. They're pretty great. Even the ones that I don't point out. I liked this one because, well, there's a babe in it. That's why I liked it. Be honest. I'll be honest. Anyway. Muscle Beach, Venice, California. Big muscle dude goes home. Got a whole muscle family. That's cute. Here we have things to ask your sex ed teacher just to mess with him. What's the best Instagram filter for taking pictures of my junk? Will I get extra credit if I get to second base this weekend? Is it true that you can get pregnant from staring at a picture of Channing Tatum for too long? Do those male enhancement pills I found in your drawer actually work? If you really want us to know about this stuff, why are the most educational websites on the topic blocked on the library computers? Only she's reading Mad Magazine. Can we hurry up? I got to go pick my kid up at daycare. What's your take on the pulling out method? My dad swears it works, but my 19 older siblings disagree. Could you repeat that last part a bit slower over some soft saxophone music, please? Look at this, the captivating tale of Pedro's execution. We get a second one. This is almost like, it's like Harry North Esquire and Paul Peter Porges had a baby, and his name is Phil McAndrew. I love this art. I love the writing. Obviously, it's John Caldwell. This is great. I don't know, when was the last time Phil McAndrew was in this magazine? His contributions stop 2 issues later, which is a bummer. Ready? Aim? Well, you can't just shoot me. Why not? Cruel and unusual punishment. Perhaps you have a point. I suppose we could use lethal injection instead. Yes, please. That would be so much more humane. You say so. Ready, aim, fire. Like the little bone here. Like, why is that bone there? That's fine. I don't need to know. I'm going to plow on through this because we have a few more things I want to get to before the end of this issue. Here's the strip club. I cruise through here. It only hurts when I laugh. You look upset. What's up? Found my one true love. Again? Have you told her? No. Do you think I should? If you feel it, it's always right to say it. What about her husband, 6 kids, Catholic live-in mother, and the fact that due to her prison release ankle bracelet, she's not allowed to go out on dates? You know, I really think your attraction to these types is problematic. Oh yeah, Mr. Smarty Pants? What type of woman should I be attracted to? How about Molly? Ugh, my wife? No way. Damn, that's funny. Wait, is that an ad? No. Here we have American Sniping by Tom Richmond. David Shane is the writer. Tom Richmond is the writer. This is like, you have like who is it? Who are those? Edmore and Seymour and Schuster. No. At the movies with the white-haired chubby man and the skinny brunette. Siskel and Ebert. That's who it is. Siskel and Ebert. Thank you for sticking with me at that. And they're giving their feedback from a left and right perspective. Anyway, okay, I have to admit, that was a lot more complicated and nuanced than its critics made it out to be. Kyle's story is moving, and the end is just tragic. It has a little baby. There's a little rubber baby in the scene that looks totally fake. You know, here we are almost a decade after it began, and we still aren't capable of talking about the Iraq War and its effects on America and its soldiers without everyone degrading to simplistic name-calling. Isn't this great? Instead of fighting over their differences, these 2 political enemies were moved to stop their sniping, find common ground, and learn to respect one another's points of view. Ha! Not a chance. Unbelievable stuff like that only happens in the movies. Roll the credits. Here we have the best of the idiotical. And there's only one thing that I really want to show. This is basically digital content that they then printed. It's this. It's a picture of Vanilla Ice with wide open on his knuckles. And it says, I hold the door wide open. I'm a doorman. That thing, that kills me. I absolutely love that. Obviously, not folded because I'm not a degenerate. And finally, an ad alert. Not bad though, just like 3 ads. That's not bad at all. You guys, I want to say, of course, this has been Mad Magazine number 533. Jesus. This has been issue 533. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, hit like, hit subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Toodaloo.